What's going on, CaiLifers? Yes, it's Monday, it's a brand new week. That means more FC26, more Ultimate Team, and more content from your favorite Nintendo Switch 2 FC26 content creator, CaiLifer. That's me. We've got so much to talk about today then. We've got everything from finally being able to get into those Team of the Week cards. We are going to preview the Weekend League Champs, which starts this week. We're going to look at some of the hottest cards and what is about to drop in Ultimate Team. And there are some absolutely mental SBCs, and I don't mean in a good way. All right, so let's start then with finally having access to our Team of the Week player from the Path to Pro season objective. Now, I actually showed this and mentioned this in the video that I released yesterday about things that need fixing, and this not being a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive bug. Everyone has been struggling to actually unlock this. Finally, EA Sports have fixed it. Anyway, hopefully this means that EA are on top of things that need fixing like this. It didn't last for too long, this little bug, and like I say, I think it bodes well for us Nintendo Switch 2 owners. It bodes well because it means that EA Sports are staying on top of things. We just need them to stay on top of Nintendo Switch 2 specific things. Yes, walkouts, I'm looking at you. All right, next up, we're going to look at the Goretzka SBC. Okay. I mean, I said that there are some mental ones. This falls into that category, and let me show you why. So, two important pages to show you. I'm so sort of like incredulous with the Goretzka SBC that my voice just broke. So, you have to submit 6 teams. 6. So here they are. Here's a great graphic representing what you have to do, including dropping 2 84 rated and an 85 rated squad, by the way. This graphic sort of shows how ridiculous this is. So you need to drop 3 87 rated, 186, 285, 26 84 rated players, 883, 1982, 481, and 380s. And it's not even for that amazing a card. Now, there are reasons why you might want this Goretzka, but honestly, evoing a gold card Goretzka is sort of going to get you a comparable card. But why might you want this Goretzka? Well, there is a stamina buff, so there's an 11-point stamina buff to this card, and maybe the most important thing is that it has the box crasher roll. Now, if you don't know what the box crasher roll is, take a look at this graphic with an absolutely iconic heat map and activity map. So exploit attacking moments with the box crasher roll, making late surges into the penalty area to overwhelm defenses and capitalize on loose balls. So box crasher is a DM who can get forward to join the attack, making trading runs into the box if the opportunity arises. Now, here's a great example of players with the box crasher roll plus. So we've got Patrick Gujarro, we've got Valverde, we've got Rice, Lampard, Yaya Toure, Marquisio, and Little. We've also got players like Kimmich, Mariona, Rijkaard, Reinders, Tonali, Essien, and Ramirez. So top quality players. So don't sleep on players that have the box crasher role. It's a really, really fun role, and it gives you a really versatile midfielder because obviously you've got a CDM, but one that can also join into the attack and get you goals. So this isn't a completely useless SBC, but my God, 6 squads you have to submit. They're not making this one easy, and I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's massively appealing because of the fact that you can just evo a decent gold card Goretzka, but let me know what you think. Right, maybe from completely mental to a super appealing Mohamed Kudus. So, obviously the new Tottenham player signed from West Ham in the summer, and this could be an outrageous card. So, we're expecting this to be the reward in Gauntlet mode. So, you get Kudus as the reward, you get packs as the reward. You have to use 3 different squads across 3 different rounds. So, as this graphic says, you're going to need 54 different players. Not just starting 11s, not just 3 different starting 11s, but 3 different entire squads to win this. So you're going to need some strength and depth to get your Kudus. But look at this card. Now, it's not just this. You're looking at this and being like, yeah, okay, he looks like a decent right winger, but you've probably already got a really decent right winger. But the absolutely critical thing about this that's going to make it just so appealing is he's not just a right winger. Kudus can play also as a right midfielder, a striker, but crucially, a left winger as well. Now, there aren't a lot of top class right wingers or right midfielders or left wingers or left midfielders that can easily just slot in on either flank. So with this pace and this dribbling stat, this could be an absolutely outrageous card to get. Now, for us Nintendo Switch 2 players, the difficulty comes with the fact that the more modes there are, the more diluted the player base is. And we know that on the Switch 2, the video that I made yesterday talking about people struggling to find matches in Rush, and Rush is actually one of the major modes that I have concerns with being able to find enough matches in Gauntlet mode. But hopefully, because this is going to be such an iconic, such a beast of a card, I think people are going to go for this. Again, let me know what you think. I mean, if you're going for a Premier League team, a Spurs team, or you're just looking for a super versatile card, then Kudus looks like a no-brainer, but let me know whether he'd make it into your squad or not. Okay, so who is going to get the September Player of the Month, and which one of them, maybe multiple, will go into an SBC? Now, this SBC is going to be absolutely filthy, covered in grime, because the contenders are Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, and Harry Kane. They have all been outrageous for their clubs through September. They're all just sort of setting on fire at the right time. Haaland, who's just been banging them in recently. Harry Kane, who just, I mean, he can't stop scoring. Mbappe has been superb for Real Madrid. So we're going to be looking at potentially some absolutely monstrous must-have SBC cards here. God knows what we're going to have to do to get them, but I dare say it's worth it. Obviously, with Harry Kane, you're losing out on pace, but I mean, 94 shooting. He basically, that's better shooting than Haaland and Mbappe. And I've played against players that have had Harry Kane in my squad battles, and he's just been disgusting. If you give him any kind of time on the ball, even outside of the area, you get that iconic Harry Kane shooting animation, and he just bangs it in from anywhere. He's just an absolute legend. Let me know which one would slot into your team. Do you have a preference over these? I mean, I think it's one of those where we're gonna want to grind for this SBC, but maybe you choose the Goretzka one instead of this. Oh, fellow Nicolas Pepe lovers, he's getting an upgrade. So if you got the Showdown Pepe, he is being increased from an 82 rated card to 83. His role is getting ++, and these would be the stats on your Showdown Pepe. And I use Showdown Pepe in my squad all the time. He's absolutely filthy on that right side, cutting in, giving it the old Iron Robin treatment. He's superb. So as this card says, GG if you manage to complete and get the Showdown Pepe, because that's getting a buff and he's a filthy option. Imagine if you got him and the Kudus from Gauntlet. Now, I saw this ranking online. If you did manage to get one of the icons, if you pre-ordered, then I hope you've had better luck than I have. It's fast becoming a meme about what happened with mine. I managed to get 2 because I essentially managed to take advantage of some kind of glitch. I opened the Switch 1 edition of FC26 first, and I got an icon from that. And then I opened the Switch 2 edition, and it gave me a second. So I got Oliver Kahn and Jones. I got double Germany, and then I accidentally submitted my Oliver Kahn in an SBC, which was really sad. And now I'm trying to find a new goalkeeper. Although, check out the video that I'm posting also today, which is hopefully going to find me a top class goalkeeper in a pack. And this list online, a tier list of the icons. Do you agree with this list? It's hard to kind of disagree, but I will absolutely defend the honor of the icons that I pulled. Khan being in mid, for me, is nonsense. He's a brilliant goalkeeper and shouldn't really be there. And Jones being in the bad tier. Now, I kind of would have agreed with this when I pulled Jones, but Jones has pretty much been an ever-present in my side. She is an absolute beast at the back. Now, the only thing that some of the female players, some of the women players suffer from if you're playing them in defence, and especially central defence, is that they're not tall. But Jones is so good. She has dominated so many players. She struggles now and again if she's coming up against a Haaland or a Lewandowski or a player like that. But otherwise, Jones cannot be in the bad tier. And I don't even think Toni Kroos should be in the bad tier here. But I guess you kind of got to have a bad tier. So I feel like you've kind of got to put Bum Kun into at least the class tier. He is an absolute beast. I think just a load of people saw him and just like, I don't know who he is. But he's been superb for so many players that I've played against. So I think he's very underrated. I think Morgan being in the GOATed tier, Morgan, Henry and Ronaldo, you cannot argue with. I'd also say that CC has been pretty damn hard for me to play against, but yeah, let me know whether you agree with this list or not. Next up, especially for Switch 2 players, because our market is completely different to if you're playing on the PC or Xbox or PlayStation, because we've just got less movement, there's sort of less stimulation in the market right now. So there are some bargains to be had if you know when to look. One of the meta players to try and get your hands on, and we're expecting to see an SBC, some kind of upgraded card for her very soon, is Claudia Pina, Barcelona women's left winger. Now look at this card. Plus, her shooting is 86, her passing is great, her dribbling is great, and her pace isn't bad either. So yeah, listen, this is a CaiLifer recommended meta card. Pick up Claudia Pina. I am doing a whole different video on this, but there are still so many FC26 Ultimate Team players who are sleeping on really padding out their teams with women players. Listen, there are so many that are absolutely goated, and I'm seeing more and more people with like 50-50 and even like 60-40 weighted towards having women in their team, because some of the women cards are outrageous and they are going at such good prices on the market, especially on the Switch 2. Alright guys, and last but not least, we've got to talk about Weekend League then. So champs and the rewards, because this year it's looking very, very spicy. This mode is hands down one of the best ways to get rewards in Ultimate Team. And depending on how you do and how you perform, you can rack up some serious packs, coins, so many incentives to this mode. So there is a change in when the format is running this year. So it's running from 8 AM on Thursday until 8 AM on Tuesday. So really bumps out that idea of the weekend. The one exception is the first event of the year, which begins this Friday, 3rd of October, which means that if you've had the Ultimate Edition, then you've had an extra week to qualify. Now the great thing is that there is no time restraint. So even if the current Weekend League is still ongoing, you can still earn points towards qualifying to next week's event. Now to qualify for champs, you need to fulfill 2 criteria. Now the first is to reach Division 6 in Rivals. Now we know, especially on the Nintendo Switch 2, that Division 6 is sweaty AF right now. It seems like 10, 9, 8, 7, absolutely fine. You get to 6 and suddenly the heat is on, but you only need to get to 6 on Rivals. The second requirement is to earn 1,000 qualification points. Now those are earned by winning matches in Rivals. With the more matches you earn, the more points you earn towards qualifying. So to be honest, if you've already been playing Rivals and you're in or around Division 6 already, you've probably amassed enough points for this weekend. And once both of those criteria are fulfilled, so at least Division 6 and 1,000 qualification points, then you can use those points to enter the event. And FC25, there's also the playoff phase, so there were more games to play to actually make it to the finals. Those have been removed, which is great because, to be honest, a lot of the criticism for Ultimate Team over the years has been that it's way too much of a grind. So that's been removed, and that's definitely a positive thing. Check out, this is the full list of the rewards you get for each rank depending on how you do. So check out the rewards. So at Elite 1, so the top tier, you get 15, if you get 15 points. So you get 10 rare gold players, 84 rated, plus untradeable. Then you get a 10 pack with 83 plus, 84 plus, 88 plus, 83 plus. Then you get 2 cornerstones, which are untradeable, and 85,000 coins. Now, yes, that does mean reaching Elite 1. Yes, that's going to be damn hard, but wow, the rewards are there. At Elite 2, you get only 65,000 coins. I mean, it's still loads. You get 1 Cornerstones card, and you get a Team of the Week player pack. You get an 86 plus, 84 plus, 83 plus, and 84 plus. Down to Elite 3, you still get the Cornerstones. We're down to 50,000 coins. You get 2 Team of the Week player pack, 86 plus, 84 plus, 82 plus, and 83 plus. At Elite 4, which is 12 points, you still get the Cornerstones. We're down to 40,000, 83 plus, 82 plus, 86 plus, and 81 plus. And Elite 5, we're down to 30,000, and you get a Cornerstone still max 87 card though, so a slight degradation on the cornerstones. Then we get down to champion. So champion, we still drop the coins, and obviously you get fewer rewards, 83 plus, 85 plus, 81 plus. At champion 2, 83 plus, 85, 81, and still though with that max 87 cornerstones, but we're dropping those coins still down to 20k. Champion 3, 82 plus, 83, 85, 81, but now we lose the cornerstones at champion 3. So we get the team of the week player and 81 plus and 16k coins. Champion 4 then, that's getting 7 points. You just get 3 packs and coins, and this is where the rewards just start to drop off. And at the lowest tier then, so at contender 5 at 1 point, you get 175 plus 5 rare gold players pack, and 83 plus rare gold player pack, and 2k coins. But listen, it is absolutely worth entering, because if you can get some of these higher tiers, especially I'd say champion 2 or above, then that's a serious return. 20k coins, a cornerstones guarantee pack, and you get your 85 plus and a team of the week player pack. It's really, really decent. Right guys, that'll do for another video. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what SBCs you think you might dip in on, and which ones you think you might not even bother touching. Don't forget to check the link in the description for the CaiLifer EAFC 26 Switch 1 and 2 Discord channel. We're now at over 100 members. We're in there. People are helping each other complete the rush objectives and get that transfer market unlocked. But until the next video, you know what we do. Take care, much love, and peace out. Thank you so much for watching the video, but wait, before you go, let me tell you about the joys of becoming a CaiLifer member. That's right, by supporting the channel with a CaiLifer membership, you'll get instant access to a whole chimney's worth of perks and incentives, and not just access to a bunch of exclusive channel emotes. That's right, aside from the unique emotes you can use in live streams to either support or troll the hell out of me, you'll also be bestowed with an ever more powerful CaiLifer sword to show off your continued and valued support for the channel, ranging from a wooden weapon all the way up to the legendary sword. But that's not all. You'll also have access to members only content, such as member exclusive videos, priority viewing of content in advance, a bonus competition entry to any giveaways I do on the channel, priority for playing along in multiplayer and community based live streams, and pre, mid and post stream and pre-recorded video shoutouts. Listen, I always massively value the support of my viewers and community, and this is my way of giving back to you for your support to the channel. So become a CaiLifer member today, grab your CaiLifer sword and join me on the journey. But until the next video, take care, much love, and peace out.